Eye on South Asia is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, together we'll go far.
Welcome back to Eye on South Asia. Sanjeev, we have so many positive news stories today. And
for a change?
Yes, for a change. So we're going to hope that we're on that roll. So the 11th edition of the annual diaspora meeting, which is the Bharatiya Divas, will be held in Kochi, Kerala. And this is known as the commercial capital of India. And it's interesting, the Kerala government actually requested that they hold the next
It's a commercial capital of Kerala.
Mm-hmm.
That's where this PRabhasi Bharatiya Divas is going to be held, and this is the 11th edition, meaning I think they started this tradition in 2002. This PRabhasi Bharatiya Divas is basically celebrated, in keeping mind of Mahatma Gandhi's return to India from South Africa, specifically on January 9th. So PRabhasi Bharatiya Divas is always celebrated on or around January 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Originally it started from Delhi, where actually I have attended 3 of them.
Okay.
And then moved to Mumbai, and then Bangalore, and then Rajasthan. And now they have decided to do it at different cities every year. So that way, delegates who come from outside India, that's what basically it is. PRabhasi Bharatiya Divas, meaning, it's for NRIs. So some 30 million NRIs living, outside India, right? The government of India hopes to attract many successful NRIs and the businessmen and even politicians to attend this PRabhasi Bharatiya Divas. It's a very meaningful and significant event. This is the event I think NRIs really get a chance to meet some very well-known politicians. In the past, I have had an opportunity to come very close with Prime Minister or even President, because it's only for NRIs. And then they respect NRIs and their judgment. They get together, and there is always some kind of laws in the favor of NRIs is always passed.
Right. And I hear there's a theme every year this conference. So has it actually been different when it's set in different cities?
No, the theme... The main theme, Global Indian, always remains the same. They always come up with something, with the Global India. Like last year, it was Global Indian Inclusive Growth. This year, they have not decided a final theme yet, but it's going to be Global Indian with something, recognizing their success, appreciating their success, whatever it is. But Prime Minister always attends this PRabhasi Bharatiya Divas along with the President. And this year we have President Pranab Mukherjee, and this will be the first PRabhasi Bharatiya Divas he will be attending as the President of India.
Right, and they're basically keeping with the theme of connectivity, right, which is, like you said, they have a different theme every year, but the overall theme is to connect Indians all over the globe. And what's interesting is that since it is being held in Kerala, there are going to be more people from the Gulf countries who are participating, because a lot of Malayali people actually immigrate over there and work there and that sort of thing. So it's going to be a great event. All right, so let's move on to some more accolades that we have in the Indian North American community. This is from Canada. The Admiral Nirmal Kumar Verma, who was formerly Indian Navy Admiral, and he is being appointed as the next High Commissioner of India in Canada. And this is really keeping in with the tradition where a former military person would be appointed to this post. And it seems that Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has kind of insisted...
Continuing the tradition.
Exactly. He's insisted on Mr. Verma to be appointed to this post, and he's a highly decorated naval staff, and so he actually took the charge of the Naval Academy in Goa and has been commander of several Indian Navy ships, and so he's going to be heading this High Commissioner of India post in Canada.
All the best to Admiral Verma.
Yes, congratulations. And moving on to the Ojai Music Festival.
Yeah, I hope we are pronouncing right. It's the Ojai Music Festival announced the appointment of Abhijit Sengupta, a local person, born in Jersey City. He's going to be the music director of this Ojai Music Festival, and as executive director, just appointed a few weeks back. And Sengupta served for 4 years as artistic director and a CEO of Fontana Chamber Arts in Kalamazoo, Michigan, joining that organization in September 2008. At the onset of the recent recession, Sengupta embarked on an ambitious restructuring plan that eventually eliminated $200,000 structural deficit within the first 2 years of his tenure. Now, this should explain to you that why Indians all over USA are appointed for different positions, whether it's organization, whether it's association, whether it's art and literally a festival or something. That's where these individuals, they go out there and they prove their talent.
Exactly. And that music festival sounds pretty exciting.
The Ojai Music Festival.
Yes. And it's in Houston, you said?
It's in Houston, right?
Right.
And this Abhijit Sengupta, born in Jersey City, New Jersey, to Indian parents, and he attended Yale University, graduating in 1994 with a degree in economics.
Great. Okay, so speaking of some more appointments, we're going to move back to Canada. The Royal Society of Canada has appointed an Indian American, the first and the only one from outside of Canada to be elected this year. Ponnisaril Somasundaram, an Indian American member of the faculty of Columbia University School of Engineering.
Right.
He's achieved so much in the world of engineering, and his specific area is unraveling complex nanoscale structures in the area of surfactant. Am I saying that right? It sounds very complicated, but he's really big in the world of engineering. He actually was elected in 1985 to the National Academy of Engineering, the highest possible distinction then in engineering in the U.S. And he's also been indicted to the Chinese Academy of Engineering, the Indian National Academy of Engineering, just all across the board. He is on several boards here, and now he's being appointed to the Royal Society of Canada, which is a great honor for him. All right, so I think you're aching for an entertainment story.
That's
here.
right. Yes, I am.
Being Christmas and the holiday season, we are going to be seeing an Indian American play or celebration, and really a play on a very classic story, Bumbug. So the Indian American community in this Broadway scene has taken this old Christmas Carol story by Charles Dickens, and they've created Bumbug. So that's playing on humbug, which Scrooge used to say, but the Indian version is called Scroogewala.
Oh, Scroogewala.
So Scroogewala is a character in the play, and he is basically an immigrant from India, and he's a deli owner. He is left his motherland, and he is really here to pursue the American dream. So he's visited by a crew of misfits to remind him of all the good things in life, and that he shouldn't be penny pinching, I suppose. I still have yet to see this play, but it is going to be, Bumbug will be playing at the Clermont Theater in Theater Row in New York, and performances started on December 5th.
Is it only one day?
No, they're going from December 5th, and they're continuing from then to the December 22nd.
December 22nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you still have a week to catch this play.
And Samrat Chakrabarti and Sanjeev Javeri are the co-creators of this production.
Exactly.
Bumbug the musical. Samrat Chakrabarti is an award-winning actor and an international acclaimed musician.
Yes, and he and Javeri are working together on this full feature-length musical, and it's produced by the Indian diaspora in New York, and it is directed by Mercedes Murphy. So I think it'll be a great new touch to look forward to in this holiday season.
Bumbug the musical.
Bumbug.
Okay.
Okay, so we have some very interesting news about back to politics.
Yep.
So
Politics seems to be, I think, a major highlight of today's Eye on South Asia episode.
Yes, exactly. And I think we were talking last time about Narendra Modi and the Gujarat elections.
State of Gujarat, by the time our viewers are, seeing this show, polls have already begun in the state of Gujarat. December 13th, that's when the first phase of polling began. And December 19th, that's when going to be the second phase of polling will start. And December 20th, that's when they're going to start counting the votes. State of Gujarat, I think, not only in India, but outside India, has gotten so much recognition because of the progress and the developments that Chief Minister Narendra Modi and his government, they have done so much in the state of Gujarat and so much for Gujaratis also. So this election, 2012 election, is very, very important because Narendra Modi came into power 2001. Then he won, by landslide victory in 2002 and 2007. So this is the third time in the year 2012 that he's contesting his election. Of course, there are rumors that in 2014, Chief Minister Narendra Modi may be going to Central, maybe going to Delhi when actually India's election takes place. But coming back to Gujarat, since this election is very important and there have been some changes, Bhavna, in the opposition parties, because some of the senior members of the opposition party, they have started their own party, and some members from the opposition party have switched their parties. So that's why this election is very important. Some Gujaratis, prominent Gujaratis, came up with an idea, why not have an open debate, something which has never done before. So this was the first time there was this debate planned where, we said, let's have Bharatiya Janata Party, the ruling party in Gujarat, and the opposition party, the Congress party panel. 5 members in each panel. And the members were decided based upon their roots, based upon their association with their parties, and based upon their, I think, contribution to the party. Meaning Congress, they have their own chapter, they have their own association here, and same thing with Bharatiya Janata Party. So we asked and we chose 5 members in each panel. So 5 members in each panel, and the first round of debate was like for 1 hour, first hour. 10 questions, 2 minutes each, and then a 1 minute for rebuttal. And then the second round was the open floor where public can give their comments and give their views. Entire debate was recorded by TV9. TV9 is a famous channel all over India, and they have their Gujarati version also. So it was recorded by TV9, and I think as we speak, it's being planned to be shown on TV9 in Gujarat. So this was a debate where, surprisingly, when I was a monitor, I didn't expect it, but I noticed that supporters of Bharatiya Janata Party and supporters of Congress Party spoke very passionately, spoke very enthusiastically about their party and about their candidates.
Right.
And they both were saying that we're going to win, we're going to win. There are total 182 seats up for grabs. So let's see what happens. But this was quite of an experience. Very, very, very good experience.
So now I seem to have a fascination with Canada today.
Right.
So we have some more great news for Indo-Canadians. They actually have the Queen's Jubilee Medal has been awarded for collective leadership, and it wants to honor individuals who have made a great contribution to the Chamber and the Indo-Canadian community.
That's right.
So there were several names that were awarded for this. Canada is also using this occasion to really cement their relationship with India and to call that relationship into,
well, obviously, Canada is
relationship.
immensely proud of its relationship with India, and proud to call itself friend to a nation that is becoming one of the world's great economic powers.
All right, so those are all the stories that we have for this week. Please watch us week after week on Crossings TV, Eye on South Asia. You can also find us on YouTube and Facebook. Just search for Eye on South Asia. Until next week, I'm Bhavna Vanan signing off.
And I'm Sanjeev Pandya. See you all next week. Remember to watch Eye on South Asia.
Beyond South Asia is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, together we'll go far.